So this video is in my personal channel. It's basically a short summary of what I'm doing. It is in my room when I'm studying, and basically I got my weight. You can actually find this almost this same video in the in my gaming channel, channel that I use, to upload whatever I want to upload. But here it is. This is my my $300 of weight. It contains up to 100. So 100 for there, 100 here. I got my a perfect push-up, which is basically going up back and forward. I bought this a really long time ago, and when I do my normal push-ups and I come to a plateau or something like that, I actually switch to here, and it changes because it's a little bit more work when you're doing this. You get much more tired than when you're just doing normal push-ups. So I actually got this in the back, all the way in the back. There is the pull-up. I'm just getting to my top of my bed. I'm not supposed to jump. So I got my ball. Put it right here. Here's my ball. Where I either do sit-ups. I do it on the floor, but at some points I do sit-ups in here too. Put my legs on top of this, and I put my two hands in the side of the bed, and I go up, down, and up for the tricep. So that's my ball. And I do use it for other type of exercise, but that's technical. Now I got my yoga, and my yoga is corresponding with my yoga DVDs, which is over there, and I'm going to show you that after I finish with that. And here is my pull-up, and this is awesome. This is freaking awesome because I put this right on top very easily, and then I do pull-ups, chin-ups, and all that. Just put this right here, and that's done. That's done with that. Get on the bed. Get on the bed. Don't ruin. Yeah. So I just cleaned this up. Get this down here. Sorry for the darkness. I guess I can open up the window for more lighting. But here's the power yoga, and this basically raise up head, overhead, goes back to downward dog, upward dog, no, push up position, upward dog, downward dog, upward dog, downward dog, upward dog, downward dog, push up position, stand up, straight up. I forgot the rest, but basically it is continuous movement, and it doesn't stop for like, I forgot if it was 30 minutes or something like that. Let me read that over here. I forgot how many. It's 11 postures designed to heat up the body, and it says build muscle strength, improve stamina. I've been using this since I was 17. I did stop many times, but since for the video, there was a video in my other channel, which is motivating myself through a imagination game, which is actually what's from Dungeons and Dragons. That's basically me using stats to motivate myself to do certain type of thing, and I'll go over that really quickly. But that is definitely on my video game channel. So Qigong, I used to do Qigong. People who know me from both schools that I used to go, that I finished, Tai Chi, they know I was the guy outside doing Tai Chi, not giving a damn 2F about anybody staring at me. I just go out there, I do my Tai Chi, I go back inside, and bam, back to finish my studies and all that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back down here. And I'm supposed to be doing my work on a second. So that's done. What I'm doing now is basically, it's kind of quite annoying to actually go back through all of these, because I already have all this in a video, but I'll do my spell checks because it's seriously I'm lacking on my spells. And there's a story, a little funny story behind it. I'm not gonna go through it, but someone gave me this book for free, and it was when I was like 17 or 18 years old. They told me to read it, study it, and all that stuff. Here has all my graphic and computer graphic and programming and hardware, which has all the decimals and binary digit codes and all that stuff. And as you see, it starts from like all the way back here. This is me writing everything down. So that is a review that I have to do. I have a book that was given to my mom, which is especially for me to use as English. Make sure that I don't ruin it. This woman was an actress and then became a nun. I'm using this book for faster reading, understanding, like, you know, you can't have grammatic errors in here, so I can see where they put the punctuation and everything like that. I do have a site that I use. It's Jennifer ESL, which I may put in the description below. But yeah, I'm using her book for studying that. I got my picture dictionary, which is very old. Luckily, you can't see the dust. But basically, this is to keep up with some of the stuff in Spanish, because that's it. That it is my primary language. I came from Puerto Rico, so I came when I was 9 years old to the United States, and you know, that's my Spanish. 9 years old. And the rest is English, but my English is also lacking. I didn't have good teachers. My English verb. I got my Bible. There's my Bible. I have about 7 out of the different Bible, but I just like to use the small one sometimes. Oh, how did that happen? How did that happen? Now, I was Christian. Christian since I was very young. I'm not Christian. I can't say I'm Christian right now, because if I did, that would be a lie. And first of all, I don't have Christian. You know, I just study the Bible. I believe in God. It's just I'm not a Christian. Yeah, I do believe in Jesus Christ and all that, but it's just, you know, Christians are people who follow the Bible and go to church and all that. I don't go to church anymore. Here is my book of how to write, my errors, my Spanish dictionary. I got my dream book here. I got some books by Rich Dad Poor Dad, there was a big bad story about that, saying they would scam artists and all that stuff. I'm actually using it for. It has some good details. Some here and there. Some of the stuff that he teach felt was like a fraud or something like that. Somebody explained it in one of the YouTube channels or something like that, and it doesn't really matter. You can't make grammatic errors in a book. I mean, you still can, but you know, it is not right. So I'll be reading it for improving my visual reading. You know, basically, you read it through your eyes like this, but you're already saying it like over here. So it's almost like reading while you're saying it out loud. So that way, it improves the speed of my visual reading. So I have down here my chord, which I do have my piano. So I go down here to here. I have my piano right here, and it's quite hard moving this back and forward. This piano has been with me since I was, I think, 13. I have the other one. That one right there was since I was 7 years old. And here's the one that I had. It's very good. Yamaha. I don't think you can find a better one than Yamaha. So it's gonna go here. So I have my piano chords. I also have other music cheat sheet that I had for college. Let me see if I can get that. And let me put this down. I'm very sorry. It's gonna look a little blackish, but just trying to get some of these cheat sheets for college. And I also did roofing. I can't believe I forgot about that. So put this right here. I'm very sorry. Very apologizing, by the way. Yeah. And I got the book from Windows 95. That's crazy. I just noticed that. But yeah, this was a long piece. First, this was this one called Invention, and I have it in. This is supposed to be for college, but music wasn't something. When I got out of college, you can do very much a lot of things, composition, all that, very easily by a program who can do it for you. So it was something that wasn't going to become really big, and I didn't want to waste the time, so I put it as a habit and study something else. So this was a long piece, by the way. It was a very, very, very long piece. See, it's very long, and it's very, very beautiful. I may have to do it all over again, learn it, and maybe I'll show it. But it was very, very beautiful piece. So I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to have to put this down again. I'm very sorry. I don't have a stand. One of those things that they have. And this is actually my tablet, my Samsung that I'm using. I'm going to put this back over there in a minute. Because right here it says I got my there's thesaurus, international thesaurus, or something like that. Punctuate it right, and with a Webster's dictionary, which I don't really need it now because I use the online Google for that. Okay. Here is what I showed in one of my videos when I was working out. This is my body sculpting Bible for men, and this book is amazing. If you can find this book, it is freaking amazing. It shows you the power of the mind, like body to mind. And it's funny, now at times you can Google it and you can see other people already saying it. But this right here was saying it for quite a long time, that a person who connect with your body mind, such as you visualize you doing the workout while you're doing it, get a better result than the one who just doing it, just lifting. And trust me, it's very amazing. There was something over here that people didn't want, and I have to always explain it because on Google Plus, I had one person message me about protein and carbohydrate, and all the answers that he asked, all the answers that he was looking to his question was right here, all of them. Like how can I can't get any more muscle, and I eat a lot of protein, like he's like so many, like 200 gram of protein and a small amount of carbohydrate, and I literally explained to him, like, it's right here in like right here. Carbohydrates are the body's main source of energy. When you ingest carbohydrate, your pancreas releases a hormone called insulin. In addition to regulating our blood sugar, insulin is very important. It grabs onto the carbohydrate and either stores them in the muscle and the liver for future use. This is called glycogen, which I heard that word so many times I didn't know what the fuck it was, which is stored carbohydrate, or stores them as fat. When it has excess amount of a carbohydrate, it will store it as fat, because your body doesn't need it. So it just pretty much make a body a fat machine. It grabs onto the amino acid, which is the protein, and shelter them inside the cell for recovery and repair. Now, when you go to the gym, you're not going there to build muscle. You go in there to break the muscle. Everyone has the mindset that you go in there to build the muscle, but it's not like that. It is to break the muscle. And when you go home and you sleep or resting, that's when you're building muscle. But you cannot build muscle if you don't have the right amount of carbohydrate and protein. You need protein for store. Shit, man, I hate English. To repair the muscle, you need protein. Protein must be carried by insulin and to store it in the muscle for protein synthesis, which is basically the storing amino acid in the muscle for repair. That's protein synthesis. Now, the thing is, my friend said that he was using a lot of powder for like the powder weight protein, and he was eating a lot of meat and all that, but he was eating a low amount of carbohydrate because it says the carbohydrates was making him fat or something like that. It is sugar, but then if you don't eat a good balance of carbohydrate, insulin will not be thrown out of the pancreas, and you basically, not all your protein is going to get stored where it's supposed to be. You know, it's going to be wasted. So I told him that when you're eating, I think that the Scouting Bible, this book right here said that if you're eating like 20 gram of protein, you need 40 gram of carbohydrate. Because another thing that protein does is slows down the release of, I think, insulin or carbohydrate, glycogen, and basically, if it slows it down, then you need a lot of carbohydrate to release it at a better pace. So when I was teaching him about the carbohydrate, which is right here in the book, about the simple calories and stuff like that, like, you know, if you drink sugar, it just releases right automatic. If you eat a bread, it releases throughout the day. You know, it doesn't really like at a burst. It releases throughout the day. But if he wanted to build muscle, all he needed to do is eat right. You need a good balance of protein and a good balance of carbohydrate. Now, the cool thing about this is not only does it tell you about protein, it also tells you about fat. But at the same time, for my own mother, because she had high pressure, and I don't want to talk about personal things. So, but for high pressure, it shows you right here. Look at this. Okay. Another reason to eat frequent meals, which, you know, the doctor just tell you to eat frequent meals, is to manage blood sugar, insulin, and energy level. Large infrequent feeding result in large release of insulin with blood sugar crashes, resulting in energy level 30 minutes to... let me just freaking read it from the book. Large infrequent feeding resulting in large release of insulin with blood sugar crashes, resulting in low energy level 30 minutes to an hour after a meal is eaten. And in addition to what... okay, right here. In addition to whatever extra calories the body cannot use at a time are stored for future use as body fat. So this book, I swear to goodness, this book, if you buy this book, you will know, and you don't know nothing about bodybuilding, or you may know just a little bit. This book will pretty much teach you advanced stuff, and it'll teach you about the plateaus. It'll teach you about the nutrition inside, how they work, what does alcohol does to you, what does smoking does to you in preventing, the body exercise, which is in the back. It'll give you a little detail of what you should do every 14 days. So I recommend this book. I said it in one of my channel on Twitter, and I'm going to say it once again, you need this book. You need this book. Let me just put everything back now. Where were you? Oh, you were down here. Just putting the books away, because now it's late. It's really late. I'm supposed to be doing other stuff right now, especially I'm supposed to be working out. See, this is one of the things, distraction, that does it every day. But what I was explaining in the... yeah, I have to put this up here. There you go. And my last one is up here, so I got to put it up here on top. Oh yeah, this I was roofing. I was roofing when I was 19, and I was learning some of the things that they were saying. That, you know, it's like, all right, go downstairs. I'm brand new. I'm a grunt. Pass the shingles. The fuck is a shingles? Get a bundle of shingles. What? You know, I didn't understand some words and stuff like that. And yeah, I was like, you know, freak it, I need to buy a book. And I bought a book, and I learned all the things. When they say the coil nails and stuff like that, I already knew what to get. Ran over there, got it, and I did that when I was 18 years old for quite a bit, and then I stopped because it's very dangerous, especially when you're doing the snow. And I was afraid of heights. Let me tell you something. I was afraid of heights, and that right there, the roofing, it was forcing myself not to be afraid anymore of heights. It was an experience I didn't want, but I had to. So now I'm not afraid of heights, but I think I'm still claustrophobia. Which, if I put my arm around and you rope me around the blanket, I'll freak out because I can't move. It feels very uncomfortable, but I'm still that, and I'm not gonna get rid of that anytime soon. Here's some pictures I found. I didn't know I had these. This is actually my graduation, and if I can just put it right here on the light, it's me with a sassy suit. And I still have this suit. It's just not as perfect as you see it right here. You know, I didn't have the money to put it on the dry clean every time, so it's a really sassy suit. You know, it was actually on my graduation. There it is. Nice. So, and I got some Spanish music over here. I have to actually put these over here because when I look at myself in a suit, I feel professional. You know, I don't do my studies on a suit and stuff like that. I wear something casual but not too comfortable where I'll get lazy. So here is a picture. So that's under my personal channel anyway. Here's something that I'm doing, and I said it in my other channel. Daily task. I have to put my daily task. I forgot to put it. But it's a game. It's basically a type of motivation games because I fucking love games. I damn love games. So there's a game that I used to play, and I am actually going to show you right here two PDF of it, and that was Dungeons and Dragons, and I actually took this for some guides. And this game is imagination type of game. This was the shit back in the days. This was the RPG DD hype back in the days. This is where you go into your friend's house. There's a GM, which is the one that controls the game, makes the rule, follows the guideline through here, basically, and has monsters, adventure, and your own fantasy world, your own strength. This is the game back in the days, by the way. So I'm just going to go right ahead and open that one and the Dungeon Guide Master, which contains the world, it has monsters in there, equipment, and all that. And here's what I'm actually doing, which I am so excited. I started this at about 12:30, but I had the idea since 7 a.m. And in one of the channels that I have, like, I saw a way to use it. Let me just take these out right here and go to Habitat Task. And fuck it, where is it? I'm sorry, give me a few seconds. Okay, right here. So this is called Habitat.com. I might put it also in the link below, but this is basically, you have your level, you have your things that you're supposed to do today, like study new articles on YouTube, study for 1 hour, weight training, which I'm supposed to be doing, and productive work. After I've done that, I press plus, and I gain some gold and experience. Same thing right here, to do and dailies, you get some gold experience, and with that, You reward yourself with some equipment. Like I bought a sword. I think right here, I bought a sword. It was two types of sword: a beginning sword, and this is my second sword. I'm level 2, and basically, if I have 30 gold, I'll buy myself an axe, gear, and you can go to dungeons when it's time to like battle monster with friends and stuff like that. So let's say you have to do your dailies, study for 30 minutes, got to clean up this, you got to clean up your room at least, or keeping your room clean nice. You got to walk maybe 4 or 5 miles or something like that. You put them all in here, and when you're done, you press. Okay, so that's have to be continuation of the. My battery ran out again. There, my battery ran out, so I have to put a cord. I had to put a cord again, and I can't get too close to the screen because it doesn't reach that far. But yeah, this is basically a thing to promote yourself as a game. I can't believe I actually found this out there. This is basically the same idea that I had, except mine is more custom. Especially more custom because I'll show it. I'll put it right here in the bed. So here's what I do. Has a character stats as strength, speed, HP, defense, magic defense, dodge, stamina, diplomacy, engineer, language. Has more in the back, and I'm gonna go through that. And basically, when I do weight training, it increases my HP, strength, and I have to do it for at least an hour and half an hour. And defense and magic defense. When I do aerobics and cardio, does a dodge and speed. So stamina will be with yoga training or tai chi. English, which is my spell, punctuation right, all that stuff, that will be with diplomacy. Computer and programming or computer hardware, which is my review of what I've learned, that will be engineering. And my Spanish at the moment will be language. So I can put the orcs, I can make them talk Spanish, and I can understand it. But the more Spanish I review, the more Spanish I learn again. The more new words I learn, the more points I'd add in, which allow me to understand maybe an orc or whatever race I put as Spanish. Customizing that. So here is gold, illusion, township, and escape artist. So what happens in here is personal, finance, financial aid, or financial business. That will be gold. So when I kill or find gold, I'll have a plus. The higher the number, the higher the plus that I may have. I may have plus 20 to go when I find 100 gold. Or when I find a piece of gold, maybe 20 gold more. Because this stuff is going to be very expensive in my imagination of game. And I can't believe I have a great imagination. I can't believe I didn't thought of this. Photograph, image, graphic design, which I had the money. I still have the money. I have to buy a Photoshop, a program, software, which I think I either had to go with Stable because I don't like buying online. At the moment, I mean, it's a thing that you should be doing. It's just I am not very good at. I don't feel very great at buying online, but I'll ease up to it through time. Usually, if they had, there are some sites that you actually use gift card. There's a main site I forgot that is out in the world, and basically they convert your gift card into a currency. The currency is actually transferred to them, to the company that you're buying, any company store, Target or whatever. And with that, you buy the stuff you want, and you download it, or they ship it to you, or whatever. That's one. Or you buy a Visa card from out there, pay a little more tax and stuff like that for it, and whatever, and then you buy it up there. But I don't like the problem that comes with it when things goes wrong. Anyway, gold, graphic design, business. When I get into business in township, and I'll explain that right here in a couple pages. And there is law, or any kind of law. So if I know the law of my rights, when you're being stopped by either by a police or something like that, if you know your rights, if you know your amendments, if you know
business law and all that kind of stuff. Any kind of law that I keep progressing and reviewing, and I have to always put it on the notebook. I got a couple of notebooks in here. When I put that, I increase my escape artist. And what escape artists allow me to do is, if there's a trap, I have to see how high my escape artist versus a trap. And if mine is higher, obviously I can escape it. If it's the same amount, I have to roll the dice and see if I either escape it or take it. And it allowed me to also get escape through. If it's really, really, really high, I'm talking about epic level high, which is pretty much learning really, really high in the law. I can escape through this hole, and I'm this big. I can escape through this hole. See, it's an imagination game, so I could pretty much set the rules. But the rules is usually set between the boundaries of Dungeons and Dragons. So here's a boss. I might have to put that, which was in the guideline. I know there's a book for monster boss, but and here's an example that I was putting, and I did this in the other video, and that's basically here's the entrance, for example. I have to put all this here, map this all out, but here's a town, and in the town I can go down, go to the left, go to the potion shop, buy something, go to the armor shop, buy something, or I can enter a little dungeon, which I put it right here. I might have to put dungeon here, write it down. I can go to a little dungeon for a little training, but it's not going to be as effective as what I put down here. Studying it will be the main source of power up, and if I don't review, study, or understand it, there is no power, and thus I will get my ass whooped. An example that I put over here was maps. Now in the maps, this is going to be the first town that you saw, and I'm going to put the name of the town, and then I can go down here, there'll be some trees and stuff like that, there'll be another town maybe here, another town here, maybe a orc village in here that's very, very hostile, and if I don't know Spanish, I can't communicate with them with some rare weapons. I'll put it right here, and basically that will be a very serious armory that you can get, but you have to have high level of a language that they produce, Spanish. And if I'm trying to learn another type of language, I may put like a dragon knowing Russian. I don't know when those things, but it's basically, you're motivating yourself for the game. So that's the map. And the last thing that I can do, which is a skill, basically right here is the character, the equipment, the feat, and the level. The level will be putting, I'm at level 1 right now, and basically I'll be putting this feats that I can gain any 2 or 4 level, and spells that corresponds with stuff that you learn. For example, I can right now, because I have a Bible, I can read the Bible, review the Bible, and by doing so, I can add either, I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to do it right now. So in here at the bottom, so I'm gonna put, study Bible, or because the Bible is basically the Bible is there is to understand about God, specifically about what Christian says is the main God, the God, the only one God. But there are other deities out there that people have made up, and if like I said, I'll put in the bottom, it's called deity, and I'll put down in the bottom gods. The different deity is a god, but basically it's not corresponding to the for Christians, it's not corresponding to the real God or something like that. It's almost like a fake God or something like that that they believe. So the reason why I put gods in here in the bottom is because the Buddha is understanding by their religion that that's their God. That's the God for them. And the Bible has, for Christians, to be like, that's the God. And deity is something that a human made up, basically. And they believe in that kind of deity. Like, if you believe in Aphrodite's, you know, then you believe in Greek gods. But basically, I don't want to get into that. But anyway, the point of this right here, the main point of this is if I study the Bible and I study other deities and I have an understanding of their gods and stuff like that, it'll give me an ability. And I'm trying to see which one it is, which is heals. Skip artist. It is heals. It's technically heal. You know how you were able to heal someone, but at the same time, I put a slash because it's going to be corresponding with the same thing, and put deity. And what I mean by that is if I go back into my computer, and if I go to the player's handbook, and I'm sure it is on this one, and I swear to goodness, if Christians and other people see this, they're gonna fucking troll me, and they're gonna be so mad at me. The fuck you doing, man? Spells, magic, adventure, combat. There is supposed to be the one that I told you was supposed to be the DD. I can't find it here, so I think I have to just scroll down like this, and I know there's a visual. Most of the time I don't, I won't. And there's the thing here in the game being what you are. If you're good, you're good. It can be chaotic good, it can be chaotic evil, or if you don't choose any god, or you don't choose any type of political party, like, you know, the Democrat or the politician, or you don't choose any side, you can be neutral. I'm laughing because I can't believe I'm adding this into the game. Which, to be honest with you, if my channel, I'm glad that I don't care about having a big channel or anything like that. It's very secret. Otherwise, I will have everyone trolling on me. It's like, the fuck are you doing, man? Oh my god, I don't know why I can't find it. I literally, I'm sorry, but let me see if my hand is getting tired. And oh wow! I just bam! Look at that, automatically. So these are. Let me look down, and if you read here, this is religion. These are the deity. Look up. This Coro La Rencia, Elona. I don't know. I know I'm spelling these wrong. Hexter, I know that one. Cord. And different have different powers, you know. Kor is the god of strength. Is chaotic good. He's known as a brawler. And to be honest with you, you can't pick a god. If I am chaotic good, you can pick a god like Hexter, the god of tyrant. Hexter is a lawful evil. You have to be evil, basically. But I may be able to change the rule on that, the ruling, because I don't want my attitude to change in real life, telling that I'm evil or something like that. Cord, the god of strength, is chaotic good. He is known as the brawler. Cord is the patron of athlete, especially the wrestler. And remember, this is a game. Try not to take it serious. His worshiper include good fighters, barbarian, rogue. The domain he is associated is with chaos, good luck, and strength. Kor's favorite weapon is the great sword. Everybody has like Morden's is the Warhammer. Then other player has other DD has like Neuro is the god of death, and he bears the scythe, you know, as a favorite weapon. And then basically what happens in here is that the more I study, let's say if I study the Bible, then I get a heal and I get a DD. Please don't show this to anybody, cause like you yourself that you're doing this, because that you're gonna get so blasphemy. I get a heal, so it'll be the and I'll get an attack as well. So when I'm actually fighting, it'll be like Holy Smite. Holy Nova, a heel, technically named heel, Holy Heel maybe. And if I study another deity, like a bad deity, I'm not going to mention any names, but if I study a bad deity, I get a wormhole, corruption, abomination, a type of spells, and it gets to that basically. And any kind of new things that you study in real life that you add in, anything that you add in real life, such as a skill in, for example, let me go and say I add a skill for medical skills. Then I'll be, since medical, if I study about medicines and medical in general, then I'll get maybe a boost to my a boost to a revive, or I'll get the spell of revive. Be able to revive another player, but you can't use it. The more you learn about it, the more spells you can use with that revive. Maybe 2 times a day. And the heals, the more I study other Bible, I maybe get 3 to 4 heals a day, or maybe 2. Not too high heals, but the more advanced I get into knowing of Scientologists. No, not Scientologist. Is it Scientologist? Fuck, I'll have to check that. Anyway, the more do I get into the understanding of a God, then the more spells and abilities I can use. I really don't like using this as an example because this is a sensitive topic. People just go crazy if you're really into a religion. They'll bash you right off the head. You're little. And that's basically it. Let me just put this back here. I can't believe I'm actually put that picture away. I'm gonna hide that picture of my dad. I'm just gonna put this in place of all. I'm gonna keep that picture over there, the one with me in a suit alone. I had the one with my mother, but I don't want to show that to anybody because I don't want any drama that any drama to cause her. This is me. If I'm willing to show my face in YouTube or stuff like that, it's just me. And that's it. I did download it. Skype again. I open it up and it's not showing any virus, so I'm just going to call my friend and tell him that I can get into, but I will not accept any files, any video files, because that's what gave my computer a virus. And luckily I was able to retrap my computer to a couple days, but it was really hard. It took a couple hours, and it was really hard. It felt like I failed a couple of times, and I had to redo it again and again and again until it worked. Anyway, that's it for my personal channel. I don't do much in my personal channel, to tell you, but if I'm actually doing my studies stuff like that, I usually combine it from here from my video game channel, which I stopped. I stopped video game for studying for now until Albion gets a wiped. But that means that when the album comes back, it won't be full video game because I'm getting back into this. So who knows? Maybe I'll change my channel as well, name and stuff like that. Anyway, that's it. I'll be seeing you in the next video because I am done here. I'm going to yeah, clumsy. Good job. I'm going to be using I just bought this for 13 bucks, and I'm going to be using this so I can do my workout while listening to music, because I don't want to make loud sounds in here where my neighbors could be sleeping, and this is beautiful right here. So see ya.